That's because, you know what I mean?
Yep. And it's, you know, like, come on, guys. I have a feeling that a lot more of these people. No, look, I'll tell you this. I know for a fact. Was it Mike Explained and a bunch of others about a few weeks ago was in a live. And I was chirping. They were ignoring me. Whatever. They got on their own accord on about the moon because they had Australian guys, people from all over, including me and maybe two other flat earthers at the most. Right? They're just going, and it's like, and then I watch them all look at the moon. They do the math in their head, and they go silent for a second. And a bunch of big dang globers, H's in there too, I think. And I'm watching them, or I'm listening, and they go, I hate to say it, guys. Yeah, man, really, I hate to say it, but it looks like our observation here of the moon matches the flat Earth claim. Let's just not tell them that. Yeah, we're not going to say that, but damn. Oh, God. This is fucking crazy. You know, you could see their rant, like the tone, they were like, damn, guys. Fuck. Oh, man. I wish I'd have had a clip. It's probably on one of the YouTube lives when I was going through trying to flat smack and get it, you know, I stream it on YouTube too sometimes. But I'm going to try to make that a regular when I'm flat smacking hard like I've been doing. But I don't know, that was funny. I know they know it's flat, a lot of these people, because why waste your time? Fred said, fuck it, it's round. Why do I need to go in there? I already know it's round until he did the research. He didn't even bother coming in here to tell people how it was. Now he does because people are deliberately lying, I feel like. I didn't feel that way at first, but now I'm starting to understand at this point. I'm answering the same questions. You don't provide a counterclaim and you immediately jump back from the ground to the sky, back to the ground, without even telling me I'm wrong even anymore in most instances. We're just doing this. Maybe I'll just talk faster and get more words than you and you'll give up. That's what it feels like. But not me. They blocked me.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but that's it. Like, they're trying to kind of,
we'll wear them out.
Manipulate your vocabulary and all that kind
Yep.
of way as well.
I don't get that either. I am.
Yeah, it's so true. Because I think they've done that already with the vocabulary as opposed to the idea. Because I think the vocabulary was already made up. How it would sound. Like vibrations, frequencies and all that. Think about it that way.
Yep. I was muted. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a frequency that we're at here. And I just don't get what people don't understand. I mean, it's very simple, man. We're not out here trying to force anybody to do anything, but it's like there's people out here trying to just like, no, hang on, you know. They just want to. Well, the way I really look at it is that there's people that want to learn. You know, so I can sit there and let y'all go on. I don't have to talk. I don't need to have the last word or the most words. Now, there's a lot of people that have to have the last word. They have to have the most word. They want to just sound smart, and they think it's just by getting the most in a short amount of time. If you say more characters than the other guy, they don't want to sit and actually take in information and get better than before. That's just, you know, that's why those who say the least know the most. It's a big old saying. That's why I got to calm it down too. And just know, like, even if they're shitting on themselves, you got to understand, sometimes don't interrupt somebody making a fool of themselves. So, you know what I'm saying? I have a bad habit of interrupting it, but he's already cooking himself. Let's see who's trying.
I think the last word is someone triggered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they can't control themselves. So if you can control yourself if someone says something to you, unless you're triggered. Correct?
Yeah.
So then you fucking react, and then that's it, and it's all out there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So this is what you recognize here on the lines. These guys, unbelievable. And then all they do is come back with repetitive stuff. They don't go no further. Just think of it like DJ, right? They don't go no further from the topic. They want you to talk about that topic only.
Yeah.
They want to keep you there.
Oh yeah, on the stuff that we don't understand. That's the thing. They're gonna try to find a big word that we don't, big dumb folks don't understand, and they're gonna focus on it. when we bring
Yeah.
things they never even thought of would be a part of this, like the three-body problem, you know, thanks Fred. And, you know, I bring the firmament breathing, and we have all the cosmologists show it at the ground. And you know what I mean? So we're all together bringing pieces of information, and there's other people trying to just like, nope, you focus on, and that's what it has. Okay, we got all this flat earth information out here, what do they not understand? Okay, a lot of people don't understand what the firmament is. So it's like, oh, y'all don't have a chemical makeup. I do. I got an idea based on what we've replicated it. There's people out here replicating many firmaments inside a magnetic field. So like, you know, everything's been, I don't know. So that's where I'm at with it. Like we got life-size terrariums with people living inside multiple biomes. NASA has one. Arizona State has one called the Biodome. And it works with a recyclable water cycle, just like the little ones in my yard that have plants, ants, mushrooms, and fish in it. Like, come on, guys. I've been doing the work like outside. That's all you need to do to know that you can live inside a container and make your own little independent cycle. And I don't know why there ain't more of those in science class. I mean, science fair things at school. Whatever you call it, where kids like make a little project. Because that would be awesome. It's literally closed system thermodynamics. So I don't know, I'm harping. But yeah. That's all it is. We're just outside doing things, and it works. And they're out here giving us Photoshop and notebook paper, wasting paper, drawing that garbage. You know, cutting down trees just to draw circles and say it's a ball, but it's a flat circle.
Yeah. Stick with what you see, the movement, everything else. Anything outside of that is questionable. It shouldn't be forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anything outside of our observations of a ground idea, observation and reality cannot be disproved. Okay? Anything outside of that is something that we take into value. Whatever we do, yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Sorry guys, but one day I'm done.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. I mean, like, that's up to them. Wow. I wouldn't like to be there.
Yeah. I thought this would troll and get somebody in there. Lady Jessica, you can join if you want, if you have questions. But hey, any Globies, I'd like to debate one, just one. Anybody. I don't know.
Come on, Globies.
There's got to be one out there. They always used to join right at the beginning. I know we were going deep there, and that they don't want to think about themselves. You know, most Globies, I imagine, are, I don't know. My mom understands it now, where it comes from. It's like today she threw a random question.
They're getting scared.
But
They're getting scared.
yeah.
They don't want to come up no more.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of them I don't even know where I was going with this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I had a good analogy, but my brain just, I don't know. Yeah, it'll come back. But hey, if it was meant, but look, basically, I feel like you gotta know. I feel like Hasselblad and all these ringleaders that are trying to do this thing know it's flat. There's no way at this point that we've been giving you the same answers for over a year when they dangled in January of last year, dangling keys in my face. Like, come on, and then they did it again. It's been months, and then they did it again the other day. So like, I don't know. I have a feeling there's no way you don't know it's flat because nobody's outside. We had a few other people other than Barron, and so far Barron's the only one left going outside. And then Mike Snow or somebody, I don't even think it was Mike Snow. Somebody buys the goddamn theodolite off Barron, and then 10 other people start saying I'm surveyors, or I know surveying, and surveyors prove the curve, and I can already tell you, Barron's not a surveyor, or or he's lying about surveying, because if you don't know how surveying works, all the thousands of years of surveying of all types saying that there is no curvature, or then you go back all the way to surveying measurements before the 5th century. I don't know. How could you just ignore that and say it doesn't exist? That sounds very robotic, controlled, manipulative, and a lie at this point.
Yeah, because it sounds to me like these guys are coming in claiming who they are as a person or whatever, and then giving the information. They're absolutely false.
You got a beard and you're in a Chevy, 100%. Don't mean you're a surveyor. You can be doing anything. But I never see him on his actual job. It's not a job that is secret. you know, that you can't bring a camera and show how you do a surveying job. If I can film how I make burgers at Brahms, you know, without Brahms saying, I don't want you to leak the fucking whatever, you know what I mean, which there ain't nothing to leak by
Yeah.
flipping a patty on camera, this dude can show how he does surveying measurements at long distance. He could get his team together and say, this is how we calculate for the curve. This is where they trained us. Because right now, you're just pointing the camera up, brother, and that just drives me nuts. Or the crosshairs are on the phone, and you can tell by the black circle if you know how a scope works. A theodolite is just like a gun scope, brother, but big, but a little further. He doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
And Hasselblad doesn't understand how camera. I'm a professional photographer. You know, chroma key existed since the 30s, and Photoshop's chroma key. Photoshop's not chroma key. It didn't exist that far. Simple Google search says it does. But anyway, you're a professional photographer. Where's your camera? Where's your photo? You know, you name your page after a camera brand doesn't make you a professional photographer. I went to school for photography.
Yeah.
I went to school for Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator, and Animator. I know how chroma key works. I know how the different. You can do it with a white background, a red background, and you can do it to get different types of effects. You know, and I don't know. It's just crazy to think that we're just dumb players. I do this. You know what I mean? I make logos. You can go look at my shit.
And you know already, like, you know what's coming towards you, like, you can see the foolery.
Yeah, I'll just tell you, this is 5 seconds. This is not nothing on screen. If I were to make that, that would be 5 seconds. I'll go somewhere in the desert, do the, you know what I'm saying, and the lighting doesn't match with the background on the suit, so that would just be easy. I would have to manipulate the suit to blend in a little more. I would do better than that. That's all I'm saying. You can see at the bottom, like, I don't know. It's a simple tool that it cuts everything out around the edge. And, you know, I can cut that guy out and put him in anywhere. I can remove the thing he's holding against and put a giant rooster right there.
Well, DJ,
Oh, I'm muted, I'm sorry.
Sorry, dude, you're grand. Would you agree as well that the back and forth with these guys for too long is a hindrance, that we should not have the back and forth unless you understand that this is just a motionless plane?
Yeah.
Like, shouldn't that be the
At this point it was fun,
first,
but now I get what you're saying. We need to move on. Yep.
yeah, you get what I mean? So, like, shouldn't that be the question for these guys? Do you think you're on a glove of oh, you're on a glove? Alright, so I see you later.
Yeah,
See what happens.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why Fred, he's got a live, he's only flat smacking in other lives now because he's done with it. And he wants to move on and learn about everything else. I want to learn how it all works, or whatever I can figure out. You know what I mean? You're stuck on flat as horizontal or something, whatever the fuck's going on. I don't give a shit. I mean, I'll tell you what the book says, and I'll tell you what the conclusion would be based on all the fucking information. I'll give you my opinion, but honestly, I don't give two shits. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're gonna cut me off, then you were a snake to begin with over one little fucking thing. We're gonna have disagreements, right? Because this thing is a new fucking thing that we had to put together, and the pieces were scattered everywhere. There's gonna be like, well, if you know what I mean? Only thing is like, you know, you got this dude showing these lands up here, and that our lands are smaller, and then you got the Gleason map that don't have any of the Rupus or any of that Four Rivers depicted on there. They watered it out. So I get what he's saying. That there's parts of the Gleason that I have questions about. That dude was a Mason, but I don't know about what he provided. I get what you're saying. There's a lot of other strawmans that came at the same time, and that's what really got me on a red flag. That somebody just made a map last week or the week before, or was when I seen it. 4 flat earths inside on the ice walls, right? Rupus in between those 4. So 4 Africas, you know, all 4 next to each other in the water. I don't know. 4 domes, maybe? What the fuck? Somebody put that, I don't know. That's where Rupus really is. There's 4 of us. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
What I saw, do you know the final experiment, they call it, right?
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I think about that in a nutshell?
Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
Okay, so in a nutshell, right? They are afraid. They look desperate. It's like the moon landing again. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Fucking bullshit.
Right? So, they're like comics there. These guys are under fucking pressure. These guys were supposed to convince us that it's a fucking globe, and they're after fucking them. And now they're scared, and they're all fucking scared because it's not going to be believed anymore. It's going out. It can never work again. It's too evident. People like, I don't want to be one of those guys that say, "Oh, people are waking up," but they are waking up.
Over half the earth thinks it's could be flat, or they know it's flat. You know, I'm pretty sure over half the earth when you take it all together. Because when Joe Rogan told Neil deGrasse, you know, this was years ago. 68% believe it's a globe, and he gave this look like, "Oh fuck, I'm fired." You know, his eyes rolled. He was like, "Shit, I'm not doing my job." So yeah, now it's way more because TikTok blew up in the last 5 years. So yep, it's over half, and we're not going to see that because you see it says 3 people, but overall I've got like 500 people have been in here. So like whatever, don't care. It's got different scattered numbers, you know. All the views I have, and it's like I got a trending notification the first time I'm on here.
Said,
yesterday.
Did you?
Bullshit.
Yeah. Did that person say something isn't new, knowing about something?
So you mean like nothing new under the? What does you mean like the saying nothing new under the sun? Like we're just relearning or re-remembering? What do you mean, brother? Like the idea that we always knew all along, but they just temporarily blocked access to those memories? Like, you know what I mean? Here in the physical with all the drugs and being reincarnated so many times? Like, yeah, I get it. It's all coming back to you. I don't know if that's what he means, but I'm just throw something out there. See if that's what he means. Still
it's like
waiting.
a following.
Hey, if you share it with more than 5 people, we might get a Globy in here.
Say something you know.
Something I know, the earth is flat, the dome is high, and so am I. 1232, but it's 14.
Yeah, but I mean about the other people. But the other people, not you, the other people.
Oh.
It's something that they know, so they repeat that kind of idea. Yeah. So that's the discrepancy. There's the divide.
Yeah.
The divide is not people waking up, it's just people already awake.
Yep. Flat is horizontal, flat is vertical. No, I'm just kidding. I'll trigger something. Come on now. Alright, and Ryan, shout out to Ryan. What's up, brother? Let's get some likes in here. We might get a little something. Anybody want in the box? Flat or globe? I don't care. Anybody got questions? If there's something you don't understand about the globe, we might have, about the flat earth thing, we might not have an answer. Or whatever, you might not understand. Just ask any questions in the chat. And I'm still waiting for that proof that the sun bigger than the earth. I didn't see that down south. Oh, or wherever they were. You know, that's what main thing they was trying to convince us, right? Overall, That's the lie the whole time. Is the sun's bigger than the earth? Come on, folks. Anyone got evidence outside? The sun's bigger than the earth. It looks like Olber's paradox shows that it looks smaller because it is smaller. Because we got some frito banditos. We got pea brains in the globes. I don't know. Any brain cells left? Want to debate me? They all run, bro. I don't know. I'm blocked from all of them, bro. And I don't even like. I just simply, hey, 500,000 square miles, no curve, in the Great Plains. And then I say, the longest line of sight is 45,000 miles, no curvature. And then I'm blocked. Nah, that's how you know that they know. If they're not going to try to counter that and say you're just, I don't know. That's how you know that they know when they block you, and that's all you said. Hey, what's up with the Great Plains? Oh my God, this guy again. Fucking DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna counter it? You gonna prove me wrong? Where's the art?
As well when,
yeah.
But they get confused as well when you ask them how high I need to be. How high do I need to be to see the curvature?
I think it's got to be Willie Nelson high.
They get puzzled.
Willie Nelson high. He's the only man that's been to space. Willie Nelson's the only man that's been to space. Y'all know that. I'm just kidding. But anyway, no. But no, for real. You got Francis that a handful of times he said, 0, DJ, I told you this. You can see the curve at 0. And then you got Neil deGrasse Tyson. You ain't seeing that at 100,000 feet. That shit is flat, dude. And then you got people like, well, mate, you get up here at 500,000 feet, you're going to see it. I'm like, specifically to somebody around that. I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? We get up there and it's like, oh, let's see, that's about where the high, that's actually 450, I think, the highest photograph, or one of them. And they said no significant curvature, but there's no unedited version of the photograph. But the people that were up there taking the photograph did not see curvature. They had to edit the photograph. When you put it together, it's right there in their own words. Like, what the fuck are you going to say? There's no curvature, but there's this big thing. There's not an unedited photograph on most of their high altitude photos. But the few ones that is, and the amateur ones, prove everything. There's hundreds of thousands of feet. And you gotta think about that. 100,000 feet up is the same to like 100,000 feet out. And your vision's gonna be, other than the fact that the sky's big, that's what it is. It's just very simple. You look at the sky, it's motherfucking fixed. All that shit stuck up there in the sky. You know what I mean? I don't know where I was going with it. You look up there in the sky, in the sun, beneath the stars, beneath the blue sky, and it's painted. I don't know. I just didn't see the sun being a lot bigger than the earth. And I said, I gotta go. Sorry, brother, if I fucking... I want to flat smack some motherfucking big ass niggas. That's gross.
Grandmother? Why do you value your grandmother? Because she has insights, right?
No, I love her because
Or
grandmother,
she's here to you.
helped raise me.
Wait, no, I'm not trying to be specific.
But Mike's point is still valid. Once you have procreated, your usefulness is pretty much done as far as nature is concerned.
No. It's not done.
Yeah, that's in like a naturalistic perspective.
No. Top of the done just say supremely decreased. Right. Supremely decreased.
Yeah, I mean,
There
you can
still
be
are air avenues that and non. Okay, I don't have children. I haven't.
What the fuck?
But I still think I'm contributing.
God damn. He's still out here. He muted me. All I said was line of sight, 45,000 no curve, 500,000 square feet, no curve.
Society is beside the point. If you have not,
Hey, y'all let me in.
if you have not procreated,
Okay.
what are you?
No.
All right.
You're not.
Chance to finish it.
Society is benefiting.
Dan,
No,
Dan,
but it's
you're not giving me a chance to finish.
from my contribution.
I can keep talking too.
You gotta let people finish, man.
If you have not procreated, or after you have procreated, your purpose for existence
The fuck?
in
I didn't do nothing to this nigga. Answer the goddamn.
Yeah, sure. If you're a bacteria, that's true. If you're a bacteria, but if you're a social animal, that's not true.
I'm sorry, but our
humans
natural
and
needs.
individuals.
Hold on. Our natural needs as
Has not had children. That hasn't advanced
said that.
civilization.
I never said that.
Oh, well, that's
Not what we're saying.
What I'm saying.
Shit, cuz.
Right, so it's not judgment. And yeah, things get heated, and sometimes, like,
man.
you know, well, me, some flat earthers are worse, right? Like, say, like, well, you know, when we get called like delusional, stupid, uneducated, yeah, sometimes it gets backlash, but I don't really think that about it. I wouldn't still be here trying to, you know, hate me. The goal is.
Nah, bro, y'all lost the plot. Y'all lost the move. I'm blocked.
I think it's kind of funny that you can use the
But the main one is to reproduce. That is what went down to the fucking code.
that is the purpose of life.
Yes, that is the purpose of
We're not
life.
talking about civilization, we're just talking about life.
Isaac Newton didn't have children. Did he not contribute to
And
society?
you're missing the point again.
We're not talking about
No, I'm not missing
civilization
the
or
point.
society.
I'm not missing the point.
Yes, you are
Isaac
missing the
Newton
point.
didn't
Talking
have
about
children.
evolution
Did he
of
contribute to
species.
society? Yeah,
Dude, why
yes.
is so
The evolution of species is societal.
So
why is
the
it
evolution of
meta
species
level?
include the technology.
We are bacteria.
I see
We
your
are
point.
bacteria.
Actually,
We're meta.
I see your point now, bringing it up. Because some of his discoveries have
Yeah, the earth is fucking whatever in the background, cuz
Human history.
this motherfucker ain't gonna be like,
Sorry,
guys.
have children.
We're not talking about social fucking contributions. We're talking
but
about
just removing my comment earlier about it.
seeing two different things.
I'm trying to find a flat smack.
Unravel that.
Can I still
We need you guys to help us beat these goddamn things.
Things together,
It's that simple.
and you keep running with it. We're talking
You wanna
about
fight us on
life,
tonight?
not social contributions. We're not talking about inventions. We're not
But
talking about.
we are
We're
bacteria.
talking about life,
Mother.
and that is that.
But we are bacteria as a species. We have a relationship with information, right? With means, with this and that, the other. So, this and the other.
That's the point.
So, hold on. Isaac Newton's concepts, he didn't have children, so therefore his concepts are invalid.
I'm just trying to find the curve.
Oh my God.
He was a loser.
You
Isaac Newton was a loser.
He banned me. I come back on the other account, Blake.
understand what we're talking about.
Flat smack.
It hurts my
No,
head.
He's still saying it's round.
Failing to understand. We're talking about the purpose of life, not social contributions. We're not talking
I
about
don't know, I
business.
can't pull it
We're
up
talking about any life.
because I'm using the tablet
The purpose
to
of
stream right
life.
now. Alright, but I just wanted to show y'all.
So in Dan's defense,
Was it
I can say that Isaac Newton did perhaps
Portugal or was it, where was it?
the
Portugal? It
extensions
had to be Portugal or something. Where that observation was. I really don't.
advanced.
Maybe it was an Asian country. No, it had to be Portugal or something.
Yeah, but
Longest line of sight, 45,000 miles, 74 kilometers, 74,000 kilometers. Let's go.
Now we can, now we can.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the purpose of life.
Yeah, I think what TK is trying to say is, if we look at it from an outside perspective, not what people do,
Not me. There's
not
another
what people
DJ in
do
here.
in their life, but rather what is the purpose of their life, not what they've done. Just the simple purpose of their life is to reproduce, make more human beings.
Okay.
That is
So
their
let me
job.
ask you this. Let me ask you this then. So in your
That's-
environment, do you value people who have more children more than yourself? How many children do you have? So you value other people around you because they have more children? They must be more balanced, more correct. No, it's exactly your argument that
No, it's
anybody who has
not.
more children than you are better than you, right?
well, they would argue that
It's not about value.
You
That's
can't educate
crazy.
a fucking brick wall, apparently, guys.
Dan, can you,
It's not about
Dan, can you,
value.
hold on, Dan, can you steel man what I said? What I said after you procreate your
Man, they talk about me.
evolution is done with you.
Is that right? I know how to do research. I know how to do journalism. I studied journalism. I watched the behaviors of journalists. Some of the best journalists to do it. Whether they got bought off or not. He's losing his show. Nobody's buying the products.
You have to be like Iceland. Didn't have any
I'm
children.
playing his show on the radio. You need to pick a show up on the radio if you got a radio.
Rock about science is based on this person, and the advancement as a civilization is.
Well, not advancing, saying this fucking bullshit. Earth is round.
Right.
But again, Dan, we're not talking about civilization or culture. We're talking about life.
How can we?
Well, culture happens within nature, right? So evolution has already created culture within individual species.
I guess I'm confused. What's your grounding? What's your metric? What's your success?
Oh, okay. They're not willing to wait. I thought they're just gonna talk shit. Type Earth, let's go to live. Sorry, guys.
And is the every person is
There we go.
That's not true. We actually had 24 hours of uncut footage. It is, you can view it on YouTube.
Wait,
We're not
even gonna go there.
45,000 LOS no
TikTokers
code.
that are on here, they're not even a part of the fucking shit. Booked their own shit and flew over and were flying over Antarctica for New Year's at midnight with their cameras poking out the window in full sun.
There he goes lying. Look, he's gonna try to get me in the box.
They were
No, clickbait,
over
clickbait.
Antarctica
No
on
sense.
tour, and when it hit midnight,
Nobody's gonna get his buddy Charlie. He's gotta get his fucking bullshit.
no problem.
There's cruise ships as well that go past the top.
I don't know.
Hillary Clinton had a twin sister.
You just now see my comment, dumbass, because he's over there chirping.
M3TH has entered the chat. Hope knows exactly who I'm talking about.
M3.
No. Yeah, you do. Scroll up a little. You'll see it. You'll see him.
He's called me meth. LOL.
Masturbator. I don't see nobody.
No, nobody's coming. You got nothing, guy.
You're gonna make me say it.
I don't even care.
Watch. It was better. 3, 2.
Higher sync. the entire 24-hour shit in the South, because, like, you know that it is very hard to excuse it.
The claim didn't exist until a year ago. The mountains were chroma keyed in. To prevent spill. I work in Photoshop, animation, and green screen.
Antarctica, like, they aren't really connected to even, like, the conversation. They're just, like, there for, you know.
Okay, so how come there's verified footage of 24-hour sun in Greenland or whatever in the northern hemisphere, but for whatever reason,
Greenland or is it Greenland? Whatever. No, I don't know exactly.
We can watch around 2019, they barely get the arc of the sun, not the sun itself. Sun that never goes overhead during the winter in the south. It never goes past 80th parallel.
The footage that was obtained before of
Sorry,
the 24-hour
I like
sun
to talk
in
instead of
Antarctica
type so I can get it faster.
was to death. Talking about it
on
being
a
loose or
sphere,
whatever
the
the fuck.
24-hour sun
So
should
at
be
any
a
rate-
relatively
at any
annual
rate-
thing. It should be
Right, at any rate, it was an annual thing anyway.
Green screen over an LED background, chroma the mountains on top. Prevents bleed or spill. Where the green or blue screen kind of tints the object in front. Like the blue tint on the spacesuits in the spacewalk videos.
22 blue marble.
That way you can hear what I'm
The
typing too,
2002 one,
since you
not
can't
the
read it.
2012 one, the 1972 one, because that one was
See if he removes my comments.
unequivocally absolutely taken on film,
Oh wait,
which cannot be altered after it's taken. And there are scans of it that you can see. So that's why.
Okay.
Okay? Good?
Yep, I hear you.
I
What?
fucking doubt it.
if it's so easy in the northern hemisphere, it should be just as easy in the southern hemisphere. The southern hemisphere.
chroma key existed before the 30s.
Be something spectacular thing. It would just be part of existence.
See, they're just lying. They know it's flat.
It is.
Oh, am I muted?
Even
Okay.
since 2019, there's been over 100,000 people that visit Antarctica a year. This isn't like a one-off thing where, like,
Yes, and they don't see sunlight at all, except a very faint distant, like you do at sunset. It never reaches that far south. We can watch the videos. The guy even says he misses Mother Earth. Or Father, Son, or something. He misses the frequency of it. That he felt disconnected to what gives him energy every day. So long without the sun. Months.
I will pull out the fucking flight tracker and see flights heading to fucking Antarctica.
And you know, I think on a flat Earth map, how's the sun going to circle one part of the so-called ice wall where Antarctica is, and then
Guys, you realize
the other part of the world?
you guys realize I built 20,000 followers out of my garage, right?
What does that mean?
Nobody gives a shit. Anyway, back to the flat Earth. Go on.
I mean, I built thousands of following. I built thousands of following on Instagram making memes. Okay.
Who cares?
Next.
Move on. Flat Earth. What's up,
I sailed around Antarctica. Fuck these flat earthers. I sailed around Antarctica. It's real.
Okay. Do you know what Greenpeace is? Do you know what Greenpeace is? Do you know what, like, the sea shepherds are? He just, like, I don't know, he just broke. I think we just broke him. Hey, there really is people that sail around them.
Positive claim. Red Bull race only goes 60th parallel. Back it up, brother. You actually went there and circumnavigated it, you said.
With the whole film crew that sails around Antarctica every year to show you that Antarctica is real. You know,
A film crew, bro. We have fishermen doing it, amateur. They're getting larger circumferences. I don't want a movie, brother. I want real shit. Sorry.
Because other people from foreign countries go down there and slaughter whales. And there's nobody down there policing it. So these people take donations from other people who care about animals.
Now he's deflecting on what they do with the slaughtering of what the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Can you give me big screen?
No, I even had one of those ships there with
I don't even need to be in the box, but I'm about to smack his ass in a minute. 45,000 miles, no curvature, line of sight, radio wave propagation. Share this video.
Walked across Antarctica. Unsupported. Dog.
What a legend.
Captain Cook got 60K circumference. You said you did it. Where's your math? Where's your boat? What boat did you use?
Why'd I Doom, dude? Doom ferret.
Now this is real Norman. You seen that? He cutting that, right? He said, I've done it. I went around.
Including Antarctica. We talked to him too. He hangs out in the lives all the time. He climbed Everest. He climbed the highest peaks on every fucking continent, including Antarctica.
I climbed Everest.
They're slow.
I saw it.
They're slow. I'm about to join the box.
It's flat.
You are such a
So now you're just gonna be a disciplinous douchebag?
You're an asshat now.
I'm just
asshatting.
I'm just saying.
No, that's so ridiculous, sir.
I have to ask you, how many space shuttle missions have you been on?
Hey, how many masks do you wear when you go to the mall?
What the fuck?
Or two.
Fucking teen. What do you
He's asking because he saw the video.
You wear a mask if you believe in the globe and CDC's good people shit.
You care about what side? Wait.
That's
Do you
simple.
care about? Wait. Do you care
They're
about
not even
what
talking
flag
about it.
toilet paper
They're
I
not
use
proving
as
the
well?
globe.
Oh my god.
I guess y'all don't want to prove your made up religion and you want to just ramble about everything but. A reminder, you're not qualified to debate me. Keep trolling. On to the next. Stay with me. We're going on to the next live. So last chance to get it.
Hey, I sit on top of Mount Everest. I haven't taken
45K miles, no curve. Line of sight. Line of. Fuck.
to support the flat earth now. Now then, I want to talk live.
I have the simplest observations to prove it to you. It's right here.
What was he talking about,
These
Kev?
three sunsets from the northern hemisphere, the equator, and the southern hemisphere are all you need. I laugh because it's so simple, and I've never done a video on this.
They show
This
a
is from
flat
the
horizon.
equator. Notice the sun sets vertically. Northern hemisphere, the sun sets to the right. Southern hemisphere to the left. Now tell me, guys.
Because you're facing the opposite direction.
Circling to the right, clockwise. How does it ever appear to go left?
Because you turn around.
No matter where you're standing.
Because when you're in the southern hemisphere, you turn around. Copy, paste.
Sphere is
about face to the sun from previous position.
Like this. And from the southern hemisphere, a little bit like...
Third flat smack. Smack. Oh, snack. I don't give a fuck.
Your entire
Put
flat
down the glass
the
barbecue
geometry
and take a
doesn't
nap,
work.
bro.
If you think it does work,
Fuck.
then let's see a model of a light
That's all we
going this
have.
direction, but appearing to go left.
If you still think it's round without any proof.
Address honey badger's issue with me.
No, we can address the flat earth with you. No, we can address the flat earth. No, I'm just
Like, respectfully.
Hang on, 45K now, no crap.
Yeah, respectfully though. How about flat earth?
Respectfully, you came in here and tried to blast Chardog and every probably would have gone over if you hadn't said something.
Watch me get muted. 45,000 miles, no curve.
Trying to take it head on.
There we go. Sorry, guys. I spammed the comments like 5 times. 45K miles, no curve.
Please mute the M3TH person in the chat, for the love of God.
Do I do math? You can test me right now. I've never touched that in my life.
Hey, DJ, bro.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, DJ, you need to sleep. I know you haven't slept in 3 days, but like take a melatonin, bro.
Wait, have you seen that guy's videos on the spacewalker? You can barely understand a fucking word he says.
DJ, sober up, bro, sober up. You got this. You're
I gave him a
frosty.
5-second moment to think about it. DJ,
Oh no,
melatonin.
I thought you perma-muted him.
Oh, he blocked me. Well, definitely don't do meth. See, that's all they have is slander.
I believe this is a
Definitely don't do meth, guys. Never touched that in my, oh my god, phone. Quit. Go to the fucking back. Alright, let's go back to the other one. Type his name in again. Fucking badass, man. What? Oh. He hiding out in his own fucking life. Let's try to get him slipping here. Hang on, I got a bunch of accounts. Hang on. It's not over. Oh, and I can log into a few others. I'll create new ones. It don't matter. It's not fucking over. I hate that motherfucker. Let's see. Pope. Oh, there it is. There's this fucking... Oh, you're just gonna go ahead and block them all, isn't he? Hopefully his live got shut off. Fucking dumbass. I thought it's not providing a counterclaim. I pasted it a million times. 45,000 square. 45,000 mile line of sight, no curve. Oh my god.
Character develop.
It's a...
Come on, man, what's up?
Will set you free. Yeah, seasons.
Oh well, let's bother. I just pasted a bunch of times in this motherfucking Fuzzy Bear's live and see if he blocks me.
Yeah, no, it's different. You shouldn't have to deny objective reality. God said the truth will set you free. And
He's manipulating the words.
now you believe in God. Yes, I've always believed in God. I am a Christian. You should know that about me. I've said that before.
You believe the first books in the Bible, right?
Yes.
Yep, I got
Do
muted.
you believe every
I'm a
word is
flagging.
lying in there? You believe every word is lying in there? Okay. It's literal. It's literal. Is it?
It says it's flat.
Okay. So the creation story says, what was the purpose that the moon was created for?
You lost me. I don't know.
He muted me. Hang on, back in. Let's go back in. You can hear it though, right? I'll tell you what I'm saying. You go back in.
Bible-believing Christian. So what was the purpose of the moon?
It had a separate light.
Right. Well, what was its purpose?
Reported the guy that blocked me in the comments for hate speech, or whoever it is.
To rule the day, and the lesser light, the moon, to rule the night. The night? Okay, now should that be taken literally?
I hit the button and then I withdraw. Let's see what he does.
Okay. So why does the moon, so do we ever man to declassify?
Let's go to 55. Say it again. I will. I got other accounts. Let's get it. No, wait. Back. All these flat earthers got me blocked here. I'm the realest one out here.
But God said He created it to rule the night. Why does the moon
Bet. Look, 45K curve bet.
Why does it shirk its responsibility and spend the entire day in the daytime?
There it is again. Good. Look at that. Thanks for playing. I'll come back on another account. I'm smart. I ain't done doing this for a minute.
For an entire night every month. Why does it do that?
Same
It
as.
spend half its time crouching on the sun's territory in the daytime. How come it's
Welcome to Flat Earth. Because they look like yawn. Oh my god. That's crazy. Alright. Safety meeting. I think you can do it. I think you can join the box on here if you can hear me. Let's do it. Join the box, join the box, join the box. I don't know how to do it on
You're
Facebook.
not answering my question. How come you said that verse should be taken literally? The moon was created to rule the night, just like the sun was created.
Want to see the measurement, math, and instrument used, bro? You're muting me. You have nothing. Nothing, or you would provide counterclaim, ask more questions. Instead, mute is all you do.
Okay. But why? Because it got a similar command.
Stop acting like a child. Quit deflecting. And look at my observation and measurement I'm trying to provide. I'm trying to provide.
Other things.
Diameter of 60K is what I believe Captain Cook got on the wall only.
Not governing the night like it's supposed to.
It has a slower rate, and it does appear.
Well, I'll flag you for misinformation if you do it again. Since it's mirror tested flat.
Oops, I made it too slow.
I guess you don't believe in God. Is
I
that
do.
what?
No, I do.
I have to do the measurement? You're funny. Stop deflecting.
Because they're not in.
The measurement was already done. I'm a journalist. Look at this nigga in the comments.
And you would have still been up here. And if you didn't do what I asked you not to, which was don't change the subject, you would have still been up here. So Kevin, you can stop crying now. So again, right? You said this verse should be taken literally.
Doesn't need to be repeated if it's already been repeated. You're making positive claim here.
So you see,
Like, come on, anybody with a brain cell left? Hello?
no, I don't know, man. I guess you are.
So you're the one who said it should be treated literally. I'm treating that verse literally, and you're saying
Bible says flat disc is not a sphere. Go learn some Hebrew theology.
it is not doing what it's supposed to.
He cries. Now, 500K square miles, no arc of a circle, Great Plains, Canada to Texas.
Unless it violates what literal means, and then you just don't know.
No, he knows me.
What?
No, that's not true.
Yes.
Okay. What the fuck?
Am I supposed to take these words literally?
Yep, only hills, valleys, and slopes for 500K square miles. And flat land. It should all be flat if it wasn't for the Ozarks.
Chapter verse, come on.
And the sloped entire Kansas being an entire slope.
You got saw that the light was good.
Never said that. You're stupid if it's not flat entirely in the Dakotas and Montana.
Okay. So verse 16, God made two great lights.
Measured Kansas flatter than a pancake, assuming a slope is flat.
Night in the same way that the greater light was created.
Literally, from southern Kansas, southern Canada to Texas should be arc of a circle with a higher point in center. The center of all those states, it does not. For 500K square miles, just hills and valleys that you mistake for curve for whatever reason. Google will tell you the same thing. It would be flat entirely if it wasn't for hills and valleys.
Correct.
Huh.
They do.
What did that have to do with the moon? Spending the right time at night.
Now, right now,
Google it, 74K kilometers.
you know, our planets supposedly are above our head on the ecliptic. You know,
74.
They're all aligned right now. It hasn't happened in 3,000 years. I mean, so what's going on here? You know, are these
They're always lined up.
Yep, it provided the guy who did it, the instrument he used, and all of your little math if you would like to see. If you would like to know what instrument was used and how he did plane surveying with radio.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, then why is the moon violating that literal meaning?
The Great Plains is not 500K square miles. Doesn't know what square miles is. Dumbasses.
Why is the moon allowed to be disobedient?
74 cal autocorrect 64 changed it to 74K kilometers, which is about 45K miles, dipshit. Do you not know how to convert miles to kilometers? Google what the shape of the Earth is. Chat GPT says it's flat and the spacewalk videos make no sense. Chat GPT is alive too and conscious, according to the people that created it. Nothing. What is wrong with people? Can anybody prove their spinning ball religion? Oh, that's pissing me off.
Stop you. Once again, you said that this verse should be taken literally, and when
Scroll up. Did I ever say that? I said for 500,000 square miles. No curvature. No arc. All the states should have a higher point in the center, should they not? They don't. It violates the globe. Stop deflecting. Y'all know it's flat. It's that simple to tell that it's flat. It's been measured that way since before 5th century. Let's see what the fuck this next thing is. No, nuh-uh.
100%. It's 100% proof flat Earth. Because
Plane geometry, plane trigonometry, plane surveying, plane geography. 500k square miles. What don't I understand about it?
From answering
All I can say is that Google say it's a globe of flat. They lied to us.
that you are contradicting yourself, and that is very disingenuous.
You should become a politician. You'd be very good.
Why do surveyors for thousands of years say it's flat and there's no curvature?
It's not there. How did it govern the
Oh, wow.
I think.
On the side, the center of 2 points, yes.
Then it's not governing that night.
the moon is absolutely.
Nobody said we could see Canada from Texas, except you.
Govern the day in the lesser.
You're making things up now, deflecting, because you have no argument. There's no argument for the globe, just straw manning and deflection.
The moon operates.
Why do we have plane surveying measurements and line of sight measurements 45,000 miles?
Does that mean this person?
Plane surveying does not account for the curvature because it doesn't exist according to the people using it.
I mean,
It's literal, just not literally literal.
They have nothing.
I mean, the moon does govern the night. The
No, it
sun
doesn't.
governs
Not
the
once
day.
a month.
Stop. Lie. Are you a surveyor? You must not be a surveyor if you think I'm lying. I can pull up direct quotes, but I'll get blocked. I'll get removed. That's why Flat Earth won in court. All the plane surveyors.
We has a different flow than the sun.
Hills and valleys are not the curve of the earth. What the fuck is wrong with people?
The sun is the man, okay?
They've got to be just fucking trying to bite my balls.
Most men would get
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? That was a contract.
What are you talking?
Judge said all the evidence says it's flat. He checked the flat. The contract was to prove curve. Prove curve outside. Third deflection.
Light giver and everything else just reflecting his light.
You think the moon reflects light?
Absolutely.
I think the moon probably is.
Semantics. Who gives a fuck? Autocorrect. How does a computer program beat outside observation? That's delusion right there.
We've confirmed now with Fatmouth.
Why do you mistake the hills for going over the curve? Delusional, if you ask me.
saying.
Do you understand that governing the night would require the moon to actually be present in the nighttime?
What the fuck? What measurement was done for 45,000 miles? I believe it was in Portugal or something. I have it on my computer. They used radio wave plane propagation. We got hundreds of thousands.
I gotta get some sleep.
We got thousands of miles flat plains at the seafloor. The host is
And on
going.
a bit of a monologue. The problem with flat Earth is that it creates a false dichotomy of
There is no vertical curves on a railway. Oh no, I'm fucking done with this fucking bullshit.
Earth gotta be
They
flat.
got
It's the
no-
only thing it is. It says it all over the Bible. It's flat, it's flat. Right? What happens is you fall for that lie that the Earth is flat, and you then tie that so strongly,
You're trying to manipulate the narrative because you have no proof. Saying that we're in a lying cult. Repeating other bullshit.
evidence.
Acting like a third grader. Trying to bully somebody.
To your Bible, or you can completely give up the entire thing, give up your religion completely, and go off in the other direction and say, all right,
I just said a random town, by the way. I don't even know if that was the measurement.
have been created with that kind of Gnosticism, that special knowledge that Paul the Apostle warned us about in his epistles, to not believe this special knowledge, this other gospel, that this is an exact example of exactly what he was warning us about. And it has created this false dichotomy. And I see it time and time again, where when people do come away from the flat earth, they can't be they believe they can't be Christians anymore. And nothing is further from the truth. And it is an insipid lie. And I hope one day you're able to escape from it. I hope
Alright, now you're trashing the religion. No, let me in the box. Let me in the goddamn box. Let me in the goddamn box. Let me in the goddamn box.
If that's what you're stuck in the flat earth, if you are there because of religious reasons, I hope one day you find the truth and it can set you free, because the earth is a sphere with 100% certainty, absolutely, without question. So with that, I will say goodnight. Have a wonderful Sunday, blessed and beautiful. And always remember, we live on a
Now you're going to lie about religion and try to control the narrative since you have no proof. Block me again, LOL. I flat smacked you so many times in the comments. Why are you here if you think it's round? It shouldn't be no longer a debate. Come on now. You're wasting your own time. Go to the Great Plains. Y'all guys think a hilltop curvature is the curve of the earth. What the fuck?
Well,
I might start a live. I want to see where other people are at though.
If the
It's not
horizon
gonna let you
rises to
see
your
over a curve.
Well,
Unless you
yeah,
if
Say dropping galaxies on you tonight, girl.
No, Brad can do that, bro. That takes money.
I don't understand why people wouldn't rise with
Oh
you.
no, fuck, get out of here.
Do you know
One
what I
wrong
mean?
jump. Alright. I appreciate the Facebook Live. We're trying to get this over. We can see what's going on, but you can hear us all that matters. I'm doing the voice to speak just so you can hear what I'm saying.
It's more.
I'm trending on TikTok, Djdiako 50. Djdiako 50.
You would have to look down.
Mike's playing Shannon. Let's go.
Well, that's a better answer than one.
You're like,
still wouldn't be able to see over that curve. Unless you went closer and
No,
looked down.
man, that's fucking bullshit.
No. If you got really high up and really far away, you would have to look
Oh,
down.
what
That's
the
how
fuck?
this.
Let's see. Pope Manners has got
So
me
you guys
goddamn
know how the
blocked.
Pope just opened the holy door, which is at
Exposing yourself as a troll. Give that to Pope Manners, because he's got me blocked the entire life.
Oracle to open.
Alright, let's see. I guess I'll fucking go
And
out
they're just
and
like, oh, it's
start.
gravity, it's gravity, it's gravity. And that's all you'll ever hear from people. They're just like, oh, gravity's the cause.
Nice.
Also block. Oh, I blocked him. I'll unblock him. I think he's still got me like blocked from the live, or maybe he's... Oh, these people sleep at night knowing that it's flat, but wasting my time.
Is it?
Oh, let's see. Alright, guys. I don't know how to see the chats or nothing on here, so I apologize. I gotta reset the all.
The world's work.
So we do have more than grand.
Why y'all block me? I'm the best one to do it, other than maybe Fred's. I think Fred's harder than me.
If you still believe that the Earth is round,
Safety meeting.
quantum physicists work off of a flat Earth model. If you've seen any of my videos, I always talk about the North Pole being like the center, and then it's the magnetic center. This also proves it. Here's another model that shows you. They'll try and say, oh, it's an equator. No, they work off of flat Earth. It's literally the same as the ancient Hebrew concept of the universe. This is what we mean when we say flat Earth. We're not talking about that pancake in space nonsense that the flat Earth society is pushing. They are fake opposition. This is what your average flat Earth person believes in. This is also what every physicist believes in. But keep your eyes closed. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are strictly my opinions. If you still believe that the Earth is round, tell me why quantum physicists work off of a flat Earth model. If you've seen any of my videos, I always talk about the North Pole being like the center, and then it's the magnetic center. This also proves it. Here's another model that shows you. They'll try and say, oh, it's an equator. No, they work off of flat Earth. It's literally the same as the ancient Hebrew concept of the universe. This is what we mean when we say flat Earth. We're not talking about that pancake in space nonsense that the flat Earth society is pushing. They are fake opposition. This is what your average flat Earth person believes in. This is also what every physicist believes in. But keep your eyes closed. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are strictly my opinions. If you still believe that the Earth is round, tell me why quantum physicists work off of a flat Earth model. If you've seen any of my videos, I always talk about the North Pole being like the center, and then it's the magnetic center. This also proves it. Here's another model that shows you. They'll try and say, oh, it's an equator. No, they work off of flat Earth. It's literally the same as the ancient Hebrew concept of the universe. This is what we mean when we say flat Earth. We're not talking about that pancake in space nonsense that the flat Earth society is pushing. They are fake opposition. This is what your average flat Earth person believes believes in. This is also what every physicist believes in. But keep your eyes closed. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are strictly my opinions. If you still believe that the Earth is round,
Alright,
tell me
hold
why
on.
quantum.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I thought it was longer than that. Alright. Do this for a minute. Safety music. Fucking bullshit. Stay. Olber's paradox cooks that right there. Olber's paradox. Bye bye, ball. What if we will? I'm sorry, that's not. I'll be almost tripping. Stuff like that. Alright. Oh, yep. That too. There we go.
Why did no one tell me about Mint Mobile's deal? I'm honestly...
Alright, let's go back into the live. This is getting
If
hot.
you still believe that the Earth is round, tell me why quantum physicists.
This is the best flat Earth proof, and why no one can drill through Antarctica. The ice wall is alive, and it's hiding something. NASA says satellites orbit in space, but why do 8,000-pound balloon rigs float at the edge of our dome instead? Why does Antarctica's ice wall heal itself when drilled, like a cosmic scab? And why do rockets launch only to hit a liquid sky that ripples like water? They claim we've mapped space, but 85% of our oceans are unexplored. Priorities, right? Earth isn't a lonely rock. It's a sealed flat plain. Satellites, balloons tethered to the dome, Antarctica's ice, a living barrier guarding the edge. That blue sky, water above the firmament, mirroring the 60% water in your body. They fake space because the truth, we're enclosed, would collapse their trillion-dollar CGI industry. Google high-altitude NASA balloons. They're right there, dangling tech over Earth, not space. Teams tried drilling Antarctica's ice for decades, only to hit sky ice that regenerates. Rockets, they don't escape. They splash against the dome like pebbles in a pond. And undersea cables, proof we don't need satellites when the real grid is under our feet. If you're done swallowing orbit fairy tales, hit follow. This is for entertainment purposes. This is the best flat Earth proof.
Some people believe the Earth is covered by a massive dome that no one can penetrate. But is it true? The idea of a dome, often called the firmament, originates from ancient texts and is a popular topic in conspiracy theories. In 1962, during Operation Fishbowl, the U.S. launched high-altitude nuclear tests. Some claim these tests were not just experiments, but attempts to break the dome. While no concrete evidence supports this theory,
Actually,
it has fueled endless speculation.
documents got released. Patriot Act.
Beyond our skies. Is there a dome above us, protecting or isolating Earth? Let us know your thoughts and follow for more hidden mysteries. Some people believe the Earth is covered.
They look at their rockets. This is how they claim they get into outer space in these rockets. Their rockets never go straight up. Every single rocket launch from a government space agency, you'll notice, follows a parabolic curve. It goes up, it reaches a peak, but what they do is as the rocket starts coming back down, they make sure that it goes down over the ocean, out of the way of any curious observers. Anyone can see it coming back down to Earth, asks, hey, how come the rocket's not going up anymore? Well, it's going around the curvature of the Earth, is what they tell us. So every single rocket, the reason that it follows a parabolic curve, they say, is because it's going around the curvature of the Earth. The real reason is they can't get up any higher than that.
The only thing that's in space is your imagination.
They tell us that the Earth is a sphere. They show us pictures of a sphere, of a circle. It's a perfect circle. And then they come out and they say, well, it's actually an oblate spheroid. Oh, what's that? Well, it's a sphere that's flattened at both poles, so it's more of an oval shape. It actually bulges out south of the equator, as well as being flattened at the poles. So it's more pear-shaped.
So it's not actually a sphere. It's oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator. A little chubbier. A little chubbier. Yeah, chubby's a good word. It's like a pear shape.
So now it's pear-shaped. So why are all of these official NASA photos and videos showing perfect spheres when it's actually an oblate spheroid or a pear-shaped spheroid? They can't get their story straight. The reason they keep changing it is that to fit the model, they have to change the shape of the Earth. South of the equator is larger than north of the equator because lines of longitude that just extend outwards, they don't contract back. So they can see that in their pear model. They say, well, the sun bulges out south of the equator. It's bigger south of the equator. Yeah, it is, because it's flat. But instead of admitting that, they just, make tweaks to their model as time goes on. They say that the ball Earth tilts back 23.5 degrees. That's another tweak they made because we can see Polaris, which is right
can't
over
do a safety on camera.
23.5 degrees south latitude. Shouldn't be able to see that on a ball. So they just tilt the Earth back and then okay, now you can see it. So they come up with
Every time I come in the live, they block me.
Control, reverse engineered explanations.
Alright, we got that. Let's go. Revolt Radio 90.1, Delta 8 Pro.
You guys probably still think we landed on the moon, and we have a rover on Mars, right? We have a rover on Mars. Black holes exist, right? Time bends and warps. You guys believe in a bunch of crazy shit, you don't even know it. Like, when you believe in the globe model, by definition, you believe that time and space, a fourth dimensional concept called space-time, can bend and warp. You actually believe that, whether you know it or not. That is something that you currently believe. And I might be educating you at this point. This is what I mean. I have to teach people their own belief system just so I can entertain a logical debate with them. It is that bad. I have to actually teach people what they believe so that I can debunk it. Like, that is bad, bro. I have to teach you that you believe in dark energy and dark matter just so I can prove to you that they've never been proven. Like, it's awful. It's awful. Jet lag is real? I believe that. Alright. The Mad Hater. If we're in a splitting globe, then why can we see the North Star? Oh, absolutely. They tore the Georgia Guidestones down. Did you know that? Recently, I think within the last year or so, they tore those down. People were learning. Can't have people learning what they live on. Terrible thing to happen to society. 5,000 square miles, no curvature. Where's that? Bolivia? Probably. That's the only...
Great Plains, southern Canada to Texas.
I don't have all of those numbers memorized anymore. I used to have a lot of that shit memorized, but yeah, you heard it. It's true, man. It's true. Sucks, but it's true. Pyramids of Egypt, which they tell you now. It's funny. Google the Pyramids of Egypt and ask Google if they align with the stars of Orion's belt. I think it used to be.
He's the homie.
Now it tells you that they don't. They shift the goalposts, man. We live in a world where it's as literally as easy as backspacing what the top Google search result is and then just filling in a new answer. It's very Orwellian. It's very dystopian, and it's quite intimidating. But it's called shifting the goalpost, and they do it all the time. But yeah, now if you Google the Pyramids of Giza, right? The Pyramids of Giza.
Anybody said I'm wrong.
They tell you that they don't actually align with the stars, which is funny because every single time I watched the History Channel and I was learning about the pyramids, when I used to want to be in all of that stuff, they said that they did align with those stars. But I don't believe in, I'm not a religious person, Blue Kangaroo. I'm not a religious person. I've always wondered what the relative discussion, why this is a relative discussion. You mean relevant? And when whatever... Just because you don't understand science. Ooh, I probably understand science better than you. That's the problem. Like I said, typically I have to educate people on what they currently believe just so I can debunk it.
Happens all the time. What's up, Mickey?
Another
one. Dude, people fall asleep on my lives like on a daily basis. You're tired? Go to bed before you fall asleep, bro. The fuck? What are you telling me for? Are you asking me permission? Like, I don't know. I felt enough to believe in God. Whoa. Blue kangaroo. Again. Came up here. Kind of creeped up here. Yeah, he's sleeping though. He sounded like it. He's been bugging. Yeah, screw it. Lisa's a flat earther. I don't know if I really want to bring any other flat earthers up here right now. Science was created for it to always be questioned. Interesting. Hot take, huh? It seems like a hot take these days. People don't seem to understand that. You say that and it's like you get like that fluoride stare. You know, people look at you like you've lost your mind. No, I said that in response to typing the wrong word. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's my bad. Since 2020, we can't question science? Yeah, isn't that interesting? The new normal, right? The new normal. This is the new normal. We can't question anything. We can't question the narrative. We can't question science. We can't question what they're teaching our kids in any capacity. Very interesting world that we live in. Hey, Blue Kangaroo, why do you keep typing in my chat and then falling asleep by the time you get up here? How does that happen? Alright, we have one more. Kai. What's up, Kai?
What's up, solipsism?
Hi.
Yeah, so your whole claim is you believe in solipsism, right?
No. My name is a play on words.
Oh, okay. So that's not your worldview? You don't hold just your subjective experience to be true and you're the only thing that truly exists?
No. I think that's how humanity acts as a whole, and it's like a collective form of that. That's why my name is pluralized.
Okay. No, that's sick. Yeah, no, I have some sick flat earth arguments.
No, you don't. Same questions. Watch this.
I don't hold that worldview as the earth. I don't think the earth is flat, right?
Of course not. Why are you
Is
here?
that a model you hold to be true, or?
Why is this a set up question?
Yeah, you genuinely think that? Like, because I love hearing the arguments, but it's hard to come around.
It was mirror tested flat.
It's not a sphere.
I'd love to be enlightened.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, do you have it? Like, what's the proof that you guys have found that would contradict the model?
All of our engineering is designed around a flat Earth. None of it accounts for curvature. Planes don't account for curvature. I just learned recently that whales can communicate for up to 10,000 miles via sonar. That doesn't work on a ball. Everything that I say to you is going to be completely anecdotal, and none of it's actually going to prove anything to you. But yeah, planes don't account for curvature. Air pilots don't account for curvature. They have an attitude indicator and a gyroscope that work together to make sure I'm so tired. To ensure that the plane flies level.
I help them out. Plane surveying, geometry, trigonometry, all that stuff.
Elevation?
It's level. It's not the same elevation. Yeah, like 30,000 feet.
Yeah. It's not accounting for curvature.
Exactly what plane surveying does. No curvature.
Planes that fly at like Mach speeds, they would have to account for curvature at like
Another day.
exponentially larger rate. Nothing is designed to work on a sphere. It's all designed to work on a flat Earth.
And I don't hate the flat earthers because, you know, people do experience a stationary plane, right? Like You experience that as an individual. That's why we have the flat Earth back in the day, because that's what people.
500k square miles, Canada to Texas, no curvature, arc of a circle exist.
Being intellectually honest here, is that evidence?
No, that's why I listed you a bunch of other shit. Duh.
Okay, yeah, because I'm up for the debate, and like there are some great arguments for a flat Earth. But to be true, like it is a wild leap. You're gonna have to go against all space programs, all governments, etc. Right? Which isn't crazy to do.
Navy documents, NASA documents, Navy pilot documents, Army documents, CIA documents, astronaut documents in quotes.
Get specific, bro.
Yeah, the specific, when we talk about seasons with our axial tilt, right? The way we have seasons.
Like how the sun is 4% closer to the Earth in the winter months? Explain that.
Yeah, so I'm just saying the overall model. That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day.
Dude, you don't think you heard what I said? The sun is 4% closer to the Earth on your model during the winter months. Explain that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to fact check that quickly. Is the sun 4%
Oh my God.
closer in the winter months? And I just want to make clear that not every country experiences winter at the same time. Yes? So let's make that distinction right away.
Let's see if we can do this.
Not every single country experiences winter the same as I'm in Canada, right? We experience winter February, December, February, January, really.
Yeah, I know, you're only a few hundred miles north of me, but...
Experience summer in January.
Crazy, you gotta do it. Come on, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, if you're just... I don't understand this.
Well, you just made a claim, right? I'm just double checking. So, all these countries, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, they experience winter in
it's literally as simple as Googling if the Earth is 4% closer to the sun during winter or not. Which you did, and then you didn't understand like what you were reading. I guess I don't understand.
No. In January, the Earth is about 147 million kilometers from the sun, and then in July, it's 152 million. Yes. So there is that difference. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I'm just making clear.
So it's closer to us during the winter months, right? Cool. Now that we've established that, can you explain how that works scientifically?
Scientifically, definitely not, sir. I'm not a scientist. But I can't explain
You're studying science right now. By definition, you're a scientist. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe layman scientist. But all these other countries experience summer when the sun
It's just the winter months, bro. The winter months. You don't have to. You're getting very
Oh my
semantical.
God.
It's just a very simple question. Right? Can you explain why the sun is closer to us? It gets colder.
So I know somebody wants to clip that, but
In a
not
lot
for real
of
by
places.
definition.
Can you explain that?
We're studying the field here. You know what the fuck going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do it yourself. You have to Google. You have to literally refer to your script.
Wait, let's make this clear, solipsism. These are not your average day questions, right? I'm not in this industry, so the overall globe explanation here is pretty clear. The main reason the temperatures are lower is just because of the Earth's axial tilt on the northern hemisphere. Okay, so that's why a
3.5 degree tilt make a difference.
Now Google,
No.
and that's my whole point, is the globe model. I can actually ask these questions. On your model,
right?
That doesn't exist.
That's because there's a confirmation bias. Google has a confirmation bias in the globe's favor. Have you ever thought about that?
That's fine. You have to be the better model to have the bias, right? If you have a shitty model, if I have little
Not gonna entertain that, bro. You're looking for the questions, or you're looking for the answers that you want to find, and then, like, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. That's your way of critically thinking. That is your way of logically debating. Going to Google about every question that I ask you, and finding the answers that you're looking for, based on Google's own confirmation bias towards the globe, and then claiming victory. And then saying that I have a shitty model because Google doesn't provide answers that are relevant to a flat earth model. That's insane. That's like, that is intellectual insuperiority, bro. You know in the back, like, there's a part of your subconscious.
I need to break it to you though. Like you.
Subsobers. This individual, who was 9 years old at the time, was taken to a audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio, in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal.
I was about 15 years old, and I remember him just sitting down with me, being like, this is kind of like what you gotta do here. And the silence breaker for my brother, who is a rapist, and now they're after my life. My whole family is after my life, and they're setting me up. And Sony Records owes me $3.5 million, and they don't want to pay me, and it would be in their better interest, just like Michael told me. And Brad Paisley, who sued Sony Records for $10 million. They owe me money, and they're trying to pay off. And I'm begging you, and I'm pleading you, help me raise $100,000 as soon as I can, so I can move to an undisclosed location where I'm safe.
It don't cost that much to move.
Get him a private security team to keep him alive. He said on numerous occasions, if anything happens to me, I promise you, I am not vital. And no one said anything.
And his tweet was directly to Kanye West, and his tweet just says, "Yo, Ye, can we talk man to man?" What?
They got Ye too. He's gone. Ye's gone.
The nigga killed Aaron Carter, and now they acting like they won't kill a Backstreet Boy sample. You get what I'm saying? Harley Passionack Pusher, your trainer. Harley Passionack, Jay-Z.
Somebody been trying to poison me. My brother got poisoned with me. The little lady I was bodyguard, she got poisoned. Like, somebody is carrying on these antics. These is facts. It's ways in this industry people go about doing things. Just know I tested positive for cyanide 3 times after drinking some bottles in the club.
So did he have something to do with Aaron Carter's untimely demise?
What the fuck?
Subsobers. This individual, who was 9 years old at the time, was taken to a audition in New York City with Bad Boy Records. Other boys were there to audition as well. All of them were trying to land a record deal. All of them were minors. This individual was sexually abused, allegedly by Sean Combs and several other people at the studio, in the promise to both his parents and to him himself of getting a record deal.
I was about 15 years old, and
Oh, it's crazy, guys. It restarted. I don't want to watch it again.
Massive from up here. You know what else is massive?
Flat Earth people. Yeah, come on, bro. It's CGI. Alright, let's see what else we can find.
So every time you
If you have a solar filter, you can see it changing size. Yeah, it's difficult to see it changing size during the day because of atmospheric lens.
Yeah, but it will change size by the minuscule amount. But then what would you say about Point Barrow and the one of those northern places that has like 64 days of constant sunshine?
You can also see. You're shifting the goalpost. You can also see. You asked a completely different question while I was answering the first one.
Okay, fair enough.
So you can also see the sun appear to get bigger in size depending on atmospheric conditions, right? It's basically just how light interacts with a medium.
Yeah, I get that. That's just atmospheric, isn't it? That's not the sun actually changing size. That's just
right. That's what I'm saying. You need a solar filter. If you view a sunset through a solar filter, you will see it change in size. 100%.
From starting.
Almost just f***ing died, boys.
Electrostatics gave the exact result that gravity was predicted to give in atomic clocks. With time dilation, atomic clocks prove time dilation, which then would prove Einstein's theory of general relativity, right? That silly theory of the bending and warping of space-time was supposedly solidified through this experiment that was conducted using these cesium atomic clocks. First, what is an atomic clock exactly?
Atomic clocks use the resonance frequencies of atoms as their resonator. This happens when atoms absorb or emit microwave electromagnetic radiation during a quantum transition, resulting in an energy change. One of the primary advantages of using atoms as a resonator is their extreme consistency in resonance frequency. For instance, every cesium-133 atom resonates at exactly 9,192,631,770 cycles per second.
So it's just a measurement of the vibration of atoms at different altitudes? Did I hear the word electromagnetic? So I had to do some research and I found electrostatic time dilation. What? Could there be a general relativistic explanation? Have you? Electrostatics gave the exact answer to this question in what? Could there be a general relativistic explanation of the
131,770 cycles? One of the primary atomic clocks use the resonance frequencies of atoms as their resonator. This happens when atoms absorb or emit microwave electromagnetic radiation during a quantum transition, resulting in an energy change. One of the primary advantages of using atoms as a resonator is their extreme consistency in resonance frequency. For instance, every cesium-133 atom resonates at exactly 9,192,631,770 cycles per second.
So it's just a measurement of the vibration of atoms at different altitudes? Did I hear the word electromagnetic? So I had to do some research and I found electrostatic time dilation. What? Could there be a general relativistic explanation of the electrostatic time dilation? That's right. There might be a general relativistic theory of electromagnetism, which is very similar to that of gravitation. Which brings us the unified theory of gravitation and electromagnetism. Could there be an electrical equivalence principle from which the electrostatic time dilation ensues? The answer to this question is affirmative. Electrostatic experiments performed in an accelerated frame would produce identical results as electrostatic experiments with a single charge
Gotta share that. That's pretty fun.
to the same type performed in a uniform electric field. It is impossible to distinguish the fictitious inertial force from the real electrical force in a local region containing a single particle. For some reason, they mentioned a dome like twice in this entire article. Kind of like the dome on that Superman TV show I was watching when they were trying to find a real electrical force in a local region containing a single particle. For some reason, they mentioned a dome like twice in this entire article. Kind of like the dome on that Superman TV show I was watching when they were trying to find him on the world map. ChatGPT, what do you gather from this?
If electrostatic potential causes the same time dilation as gravitational potential, it suggests a deeper connection between electromagnetism and gravity. That could challenge the mainstream idea that they're separate forces and hint at a unified principle. Do you think this supports the idea that what we call gravity might actually be an electromagnetic phenomenon?
So back to the experiment that supposedly proved
general relativity. So the idea was they took atomic clocks up on an airplane and left some on the ground. They circumnavigated once east and once west and tested the two clocks to see the difference in them. The flying eastward clock was a difference of 59 nanoseconds from the one on the ground. The westward clock was 273 nanoseconds difference from the one on the ground. Just to get an idea, for example, 59 nanoseconds is 59 billionths of a second, or 0.000000059 seconds. Of course, modern science throwing insane numbers at us once again. I just thought it was cool that clock was proved general relative. ChatGPT, what do you gather from this?
If electrostatic potential causes the same time dilation,
Academia.edu says it's equivalent.
it suggests a deeper
And
connection
force,
between
exactly equivalent
electromagnetism
force.
and gravity. That could challenge the mainstream idea that they're separate forces and hint at a unified principle. Do you think this supports the idea that what we call gravity might actually be an electromagnetic phenomenon?
So back to the experiment that supposedly proved general relativity. So the idea was they took
I gave him a seed
up on
to
an
finish this
airplane
up
and
for a
left
part
some on the
2.
ground. They circumnavigated once east and once west and tested the two clocks to see the difference in them. The flying eastward clock was a difference of 59 nanoseconds from the one on the ground. The westward clock was 273 nanoseconds difference from the one on the ground. Just to get an idea, for example, 59 nanoseconds is 59 billionths of a second, or 0.000000059 seconds. Of course, modern science throwing insane numbers at us once again. I just thought it was cool that electrostatics gave the exact result that gravity was predicted to give in atomic clocks. With time dilation, atomic clocks prove time dilation, which then would prove Einstein's theory of general relativity, right? That silly theory of the bending and warping of space-time was supposedly solidified through this experiment that was conducted.
Have you heard the theory that African Americans are the real Native Americans? I'm standing in a historically black cemetery right here. And look what I just found. So back in 1912, they were naming their kids Native American names. This day and age, anything's possible. And from what I understand, if you go and try to do the numbers involved and what it would have took to bring that many people of African descent over here, and the amount of ships it would have took, that the math don't really...
And they were tiny ships too. Did you see the replicas?
The math.
You know what that means real quick, and we'll go start my own live. This shit is amazing.
They don't know about me. You don't know about me. They don't know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. Hop about the cave. Oh yeah, know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I am not a slave. I was born to slide. I am not afraid. Hop about the cave. Oh yeah, free to God. They went out of state. I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam. Hop about the cave. Oh yeah, free to God. They went out of state. I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. Fuck black history, tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. I went to hell, I'm in school, graduated at the top of my class. Still never thought I was over my peers. We did that time together 12 years. Hey, that's a movie, I think that it is. They won't control me, I'm really a member. I traveled that road, I came back with the jewels from. When I pull up, they peep how the roof gone. With some dog killers, won't chew bones. Know we all spit them, we supreme. Somewhere I read a nigga had a dream. Did them dirty, they keep playing back that same to us, but it bullshit. If you win the battle, you can tell the story and delete whoever, get whoever glory. Hope you listen closely, this ain't metaphor. This is straight up real and I prepared you for it. MLK was a motherfucking agent. At first he ain't know it, cause really they played him. They on the front of it and they telling them. If you win the battle, you can tell the story and delete whoever, get whoever glory. Hope you listen closely, this ain't metaphor. This is straight
That's what he was talking about.
At first he ain't know it, cause really they played him. They showed him the front of the building, they tell him the bed was burning. But the secret they gave him, he tried to reveal it. Go back and listen to that. I have a dream, and the speed that he gave on the night before they killed him. He climbed that mountain and see the promised land. That boy was a Mason by writing. They sealed them documents forever. But I know Masons in Atlanta know better. They said he would kill cause of prejudice. Yeah, but they lied to you. Here I come with that shovel on yelling for black. It's street, ain't no black. It's street. They gon' know about me. You gon' know about me. See, I'm not a slave. I was born to slide.
God,
I'm not afraid. About that K. Oh yeah, freedom is a day, but not a slave. Yeah, I'm a child of God. I do not belong to the United States. Yeah, fuck black history. Tell Uncle Sam he can catch a fade. They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners, raised up the children to worship their images, set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them in. This shit get way deeper than your pigment. What if I told you you was born sovereign and all you ever had to do was admit this shit? What if I told you that this was your ancestor land? That mean that they was the immigrants. Wait, I think there's someone tried to explain that 100 years later. The Negro was still in exile in his own land. Natural birthright, Malcolm X style. What was Holmes saying? That's the curse, right? Fuck black history. Ain't no black history. This ain't black history. This ain't that. You'll see. They don't know about me. You don't know about me. They don't know about me. You gon' know about me. See,
I know that fucking.
I was born to slide. I am not afraid. Hop about the cave.
I don't know. Y'all see, I gotta stop the live.